The Casual Killing Act of 1669. What many people fail to realize is that the whimsical killing of enslaved people during slavery and even after by white people without punitive consequences was based on laws passed by white politicians who themselves were plantation owners. This devious law, the Casual Killing Act of 1669, declared it legal to kill a slave while correcting them. Since malice could not be presumed, the Casual Killing Act of slaves implies that if a slave dies while resisting their master, it will not be assumed to have been an act of premeditated malice. Specifically, lawmakers in Virginia eliminated any penalty for those who accidentally killed a slave during punishment, as the black laborer was considered property. Other slave laws enacted in Virginia demonstrated a stark disregard for human life, highlighting how chattel slavery in the U.S. differed fundamentally from other forms of slavery practiced in continental Africa. By 1672, it became legal to wound or kill an enslaved person who resisted arrest. Legislators also decided that the owner of any slave killed while resisting arrest will be financially compensated for the loss of their enslaved laborer. Legislators also offered a reward to Indians who captured escaped slaves and returned them to a justice of peace. Earlier, in 1639, Virginia lawmakers specifically excluded black people from the requirements to possess arms, and crucially, in 1662, they enacted laws that imposed life servitude on black individuals. Lawmakers in Virginia decided that any child born to an enslaved woman would also be a slave. There were laws governing slavery that reinforced racial inequality and codified unequal treatment of black individuals and whites. In 1667, Virginia lawmakers declared that baptism did not grant freedom to enslaved people. This statute was enacted because during the 1640s and 1650s, some enslaved individuals had used their Christian statuses to argue for their freedom or the freedom of their children. Legislators encouraged slave owners to baptize their enslaved women, men, and children. In 1668, free black women, like enslaved women over the age of 16, were classified as tithable, subjecting them to taxation. In 1668, Virginia lawmakers restricted enslaved people from gatherings, including at funerals. It was also made legal for a white person to kill an escaped enslaved individual who resisted capture.